Russia has made significant investment in modernizing its Soviet-era 2S7M Malka Superheavy self-propelled artillery systems, with these systems having first entered service in 1976 as the older 2S7 Pion and seeing a 15-year production run. As a result, when the invasion begins on February, this country employs tanks and howitzers to demolish cities in Ukraine. Among the weapons largest and most casually self-propelled howitzer used include the 2S7 Malka Pion with the lethal 203mm cannon. According to the information published by the Military Balance in 2021, the Russian armed forces have a total of 322 S7 Pion 203mm tracked self-propelled gun systems, including 60 modernized version 2S7M Malka and 262 S7M in store, while the Ukrainian armed forces have a total of around 102 S7 Pion with 13 in operational service and 83 in store. Hello everyone, you are watching another episode of Military TV. In today's session, we will learn about the 2S7M Malka, one of the most powerful guns on the planet. If you are eager to learn more about this artillery system, get back to your seat and stay tuned only at this channel. The 2S7M is an updated version of 2S7 Pion, which refers to a Soviet-made self-propelled 203mm heavy artillery system. In the West, it has been attributed to the M1975, as this is the year when the system was first observed. The former Soviet ground forces began receiving the 203mm model 1975 self-propelled gun in 1975. It is predicted that over 1,000 of these systems have been completed, although the Russian Federation has not released any production figures. However, this howitzer is considered the largest tracked self-propelled gun in the Russian inventory. Moving on further, let's take a look at the history of this artillery system. The Malka is especially based on the chassis of the T-80, the Soviet Union's heaviest class of battle tank, and with much of the infrastructure. One of the main T-80 production lines and maintenance facilities located in Ukraine. Malka artillery systems were previously primarily held in storage, and the decision to return them to frontline service and refurbish, and modernize them notably comes at a time of increasing tensions between Russia and NATO, and following cuts to Russian defense expenditure. Their age and questionable preservation in storage had meant that rusting gears and navigation mechanisms also needed to be replaced. Although the Malka artillery system has a shorter range and much lower rate of fire than rival designs, the sheer size of its shells makes it ideal for neutralizing more durable or fortified targets. High explosive charges fired by the system weigh over 100 kilograms and carry 17.8 kilograms of explosive materials. It is sufficient to leave a 5-meter crater in the ground with a single shot. More expensive active rocket ammunition with laser navigation systems have more recently been integrated onto this artillery system, in which it provides a higher degree of precision. Considering its general characteristic, the 2S7 Pion is based on tracked armored chassis and is equipped with a 2044 203mm gun mounted at the rear of the hull. This artillery system can fire standard 203mm high-explosive rounds designated ZOF-43 and weighs 110 kilograms. The vehicle carries a total of 4 projectiles and charges for immediate use. Another vehicle, generally a truck, transports the remaining ammunition load. Additionally, the 2S7 can also fire a rocket-assisted high-explosive projectile that weighs 103 kilograms and has a maximum firing range of 47,500 meters. The gun operator of this artillery is positioned at the rear of the vehicle on the left side and for the engagement of targets. It has a standard PG-1M panoramic day telescope that is employed in conjunction with the K1 collimator. To engage targets in the direct fire mode, the day OP4 M87 telescope is used. The 2S7 has been upgraded to the standard 2S7M Malka in 1983, and a modernized version of the 2S7M was handed over to the Russian Army in December 2021. This howitzer has R173 communications equipment and can carry a total of 8 203mm projectiles and charges. Furthermore, the rate of fire has been increased from 1.5 to 2.5 RDS per minute. The durability of the system has been improved, and firing data may now be transmitted directly to the gun. What seems to stand out of this artillery system is that the weapon platform has been described as among the most powerful self-propelled guns in the world, where one shot of the 203mm weapon can fully destroy a building used as a stronghold. According to the Ural Transmash CEO, Dmitry Samazurov, this gun is the most powerful self-propelled guns designated to strike vital enemy targets and facilities in the tactical depth of defense behind the front line, and the delivery of upgraded guns has begun for the Defense Ministry. It is known that Ural Transmash faces a serious task of implementing the serial upgrade of this weapon under the 2020 to 2022 Defense Procurement Plan. The other operational use of the 2S7 self-propelled artillery gun was in the combat in South Ossetia, when Georgian military units used a batter of 6 of the weapons. All were hidden when the Georgian forces retreated, and one of those was captured by Russian troops and taken as war booty, while the others were demolished. That's all for today. If you have any suggestion for other artillery systems to discuss, feel free to drop your comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and the most important one is to hit the subscribe button for more updates on other interesting videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Орудие!